Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Doctor Who, story number 58, Colony in Space. So this story is 6 episodes. It's okay. I've said it before, I don't know, a lot of people really like the third Doctor. And I think him being in color and stuff like that, he was actually the introduction to a lot of people into Doctor Who. But for some reason, it's a little bit of a struggle with me. This one wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. So to start off with, this is actually the first time that we've seen the third Doctor leave Earth, at least that I can recall, because that's the whole shtick for this Doctor, is that he's stuck on Earth. He's in exile. And so, the Time Lords decide that they need his help. And so Jo finally gets to go inside the TARDIS. And we finally get that, it's bigger on the inside type moment that we haven't seen for, several seasons at this point. Which, it's almost unfair to Liz, because Liz never got to go inside the TARDIS. So we get that. They shoot forward to the year 2472. And basically, that's where the story, it's great to finally see the Doctor and Jo off the planet Earth, but a lot of it is just kind of routine at this point. A lot of the colonists are being attacked by a reptile. It's a 20-foot tall iguana is what it is. And it's just this superimposed iguana above everybody. So it's a really cheesy effect. The whole, robot with the hands thing didn't really do it for me. The adjudicator being the master in disguise didn't, I feel I like the master. I think he's a really interesting character, especially this being his first season, but I feel so many of these stories just shoehorn him into the storyline, and they're how do we get him in there? Well, he's the adjudicator. And then his TARDIS being the spaceship, I was I guess that works, but still, it was a bit of a stretch for me. The aliens that were the natives on that planet were kind of interesting, them being green, and then the blind one that kind of actually reminded me of the Telosian from the Star Trek episode The Cage. Just the way the heads looked was kind of interesting. Finally, when we meet the guy in charge of them, where it's a human-sized head that's clearly inside of a prop, but then it's this little bitty body, and I was oh, that's rough. That's the insect planet of the first Doctor type of rough. Seeing the Master threaten to kill the Doctor and Jo was a little intense. I was actually kind of surprised how violent that one was. And then finally, by the time we get to the end, and of course the Master escapes, I thought it was kind of an interesting twist where when they get back at the exact same time they left. So Lethbridge Stewart is you're never going to get that TARDIS working. And it's dude, we were just on an adventure for 6 episodes. What are you talking about? So stuff like that. And that's something you don't actually see very often. It happens here and there. But overall, it was an interesting episode for the third Doctor, at least to me, but it's still not great. I'm really kind of struggling through these third Doctor episodes, and I think it's going to be that while until we finally get to a stride. And I think it's the whole unit storyline forced exile type thing. So, for those who have seen this one, what did you think about the Doctor's first journey off-world? What did you think about, all the different aliens, the makeup sets, the human head with the little body? And what did you think about the Master, being the adjudicator and showing up with his TARDIS as the spaceship? So, go ahead, let me know. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for The Daemons.